Good evening, everyone. It is Paul Capozio, and we're here to share a great opportunity with you tonight. And I want to introduce you to all of these faces on the screen at one time or another during this presentation, because this is something you need to take a hard look at. And the reason I need you to take a hard look at it is it's not just about a great idea or a great product or a great service. It's about people working together, helping each other go. So what you get on top of the potential for a great opportunity is you have the potential for coaching that is really just as valuable or even more valuable than the actual opportunity or the business itself. Because what good is joining? We all have some book in our closet that we never read, or some real estate course, or how to do this with no money down, and we click on that thing on the internet, or we watch this. We were up at 2:30 in the morning and we said, I'm going to get that course and I'm going to do it, and it's still wrapped in plastic on the top of your closet and you bought it like 5 years ago. What good is that? What good is that if you really don't take action? So we have a lot of people. Levi's going to know what MIA is, right? So MIA is known as missing in action. And there's a lot of people who join or want success and they really never show up. They're missing in action. Or I want you to do TMIA, which is take massive immediate action. TMIA. Don't be MIA and missing. I want you to take massive immediate action, which is do something. And everyone can build this business from day one as long as you start inviting people to take a look. Let us do the rest. So I'm going to share my screen now. And if it lets me, yeah. And then I'm going to share my sound because I know we're going to share a video in a little bit. And I want you guys to really listen to it. Hold on.
Share. Paul, do you have someone helping you let people in?
Yeah. I have Diane and I have Charmaine. If anybody else, I'll make you a co-host, Peg. And if anybody else wants to be a co-host. And when you see people coming into the waiting room, just let them in. So the future's in the palm of your hands. Why not engage yourself with an opportunity or a business where you could actually do it from your phone? We do everything from our phone. Like I literally signed my tax returns on my phone. My accountant sends them over. I open up a thing. I do this scribble with my finger, sign it, send it back, and it's done. Everything's being done on your phone. Why not make money with your phone? If you're into social media, check how many hours a day or a week or a month you're on social media. And we're going to show you how you can convert that time into monetization. Try to make some money with it. All right. So I want you to be able to take back control of your future by locking arms with all the people on this call and the tens and thousands of other people that we've helped to take advantage of this opportunity. Some just to make a couple extra bucks a month, some to make some real serious money every month. That part's up to you. So why this? Well, I'm going to tell you something. The recession is here. It's not a fantasy. Just go to the supermarket or try to buy a car, or somebody was telling me today, cleaning products. Like if you're a clean freak and you got to buy like soap and dish soap and everything else, the numbers are insane. Here's another thing. We're getting taken advantage of by credit card companies. Imagine to be able to make enough extra money to be able to pay down credit card debt. Do you know that the worse someone's credit is, the more they pay in interest, but also the higher their debt ratio is because they need to use their cards more? We're being trapped actually by credit card companies. I don't know if you know this, but if you bought a big screen TV for Super Bowl and you just made the minimum payment on your credit card, it could take you up to 2 years to pay off that television. Could you imagine? It's like, you might as well take out a car loan. It's ridiculous. So groceries are going to continue to rise. And what we're going to show you here tonight, with just a little bit of effort, if you just engage with us a little bit, you should easily be able to outpace inflation, never mind getting into something where you can make 5, 6, or actually 7 figures in this business. It is possible. There are people on this call who do any range of that, including myself. We'll show you how, but I need you to have an open mind. No one's going to ask you for your credit card. No one's going to force you into anything, because we're not going to drag you along to your success, but we'll definitely work arm in arm with you to get you there. What you don't realize is why things like inflation are happening to you that you have zero control over. Just the sheer fact that China has a zero, forget about the balloons and everything else that are coming in from China. Forget about it. What you need to think about is those people have a zero COVID policy, meaning if someone is suspected of COVID, they're locked up and they can't join society. That means they can't go to work. They can't buy those little things that we buy that comes in 80%, 90% of our stuff comes from China, right? So that causes supply chain issues, which makes our economy rise. So people that are outside of this country are causing you to pay more at the gas station. You've heard the Russian, the war in the Ukraine is causing gas prices to go up. So all of these outside influences that you have no control over, what you do have control over is starting to join a community like this and learn how to make that extra money to outpace inflation. It's the only way. If you want to retire, we had a gentleman on here a couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine, and he said, look, he's got $1 million in the bank. That $1 million in the bank pays him about $30,000 a year, right? So you got to decide, do I have $1 million to put in the bank? And if I do put it into some sort of interest-bearing account, it's going to pay me 30 grand a year. Can you live on 30 grand a year at your current level? And if you can't live on 30 grand a year, you're going to start dipping into that $1 million. So that's going to be worth less. Now your 30 grand a year is going to go down to 25,000 a year. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you don't have the ability to raise $1, $2, $3 million for retirement, but I could show you a way to build a business where that business will throw off the equivalent of 30,000 a year or 15,000 a year, even if you just phoned it in, or maybe even like me, make 6 and 7 figures with this business. Yes, I take it seriously. I bought a microphone. I spent $500 on a microphone. But the point is, I treat this like a real business, and then it pays me like a real business. So what is opportunity cost? What does it cost you right now to do nothing? What's going to happen for you if you continue to do the same thing you're doing over and over again? How is that going to get you to retirement? How is it going to get you to the vacation home? How is it going to get you to either leave your job or one day retire from that job? They want to raise the retirement age. Okay. So even if it's only an extra $100 a month, you guys could read the screen. You don't need me to read it to you. $100 a month. Let's start there. Let's start helping you make $100 a month. Then we'll convert that to $100 a week and maybe $200 or $500. The average American making an extra $500 to $1,500 a month is a major game changer. Okay. Major game changer. So, we've removed the 3 biggest barriers to you starting your business. We all know about franchises, right? Why do people buy a McDonald's? It's not the greatest food in the world, but it's consistent. So if you go to McDonald's in Iowa and a McDonald's in New Jersey, where I'm from, if you couldn't tell by my accent, the food is exactly the same. The menu is exactly the same. But for the owner of that McDonald's, he may not have known anything about running a restaurant, but McDonald's has McDonald's University. McDonald's University, they tell you exactly how you run a McDonald's, just from making French fries to handling the cash register and doing your taxes. You buy your napkins from McDonald's. You buy your hamburgers from McDonald's. You buy the ketchup packets from McDonald's. You buy the McFlurry machine from McDonald's. It's self-contained. We've done that for you in a business with great products. You don't have to go and invest or think of a great idea, or I'm not an idea guy. Like, I'm not going to come up with the next right-handed monkey wrench or some left-handed monkey wrench thing. It's just not me. But I tell you what, you give me that wrench and tell me what the value of it is, and I'll be able to communicate that to people and get them to say, this is why they need to take a look at a left-handed monkey wrench. Find what your strength is, and we're going to, help you use that strength to help you make money. So you could read all of these slides, guys, and you take a picture of it and learn it. If you're watching this on replay, just pause it and take a look. But you need to start to do something, and this is the easiest way to get started. Think about this. Think about just getting some skill set. We have people, some young people. There's a gentleman on this one, Amari's on this call right now. Very, very young guys, 18 years of age. He's going to learn skills here that he's going to use for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life. Think about you if you got started. You may be 59 like me and getting started now. It's never too late, but you have to understand what people are able to do when they have a business like this, when they have a community like this to build. So let's watch the video real quick. So let me see if I can do this. There we go. You ready? This is a good one.
Why does a company make a product? For some, it's about making money. For others, it's about trying to build something. for New You Life, it's about changing lives. It's about empowering you to be authentic. We've changed the world with the category creating Liquid Gold Somaderm and have improved hundreds of thousands of lives. We've developed the most comprehensive, powerful skincare and transformation products on the market. We create products with ingredients that build you better and bring vitality to your life through systemic hormone balance. Now it's time to go beyond. It's time to take the DNA of success and create the future of what hormone health looks like. New technology to inspire your team and drive connection through a world-class app experience. New leadership to drive the pace. New ways to impact your community. New products that bring youthfulness to your life through healthy, balanced hormones. New opportunities to achieve happiness and a community where you belong. We're going where no company has gone before. We're developing products that have never existed. We're pushing the boundaries of science and technology. And it's all to empower you with the best products the world has ever seen. We are the Hormone Health Company, and we do what we do to transform lives. Everything we do has one purpose in mind. It's all about you.
It is. The company's, every time you saw that building there, and every time I walk through those doors, I'm like, wow, this was created so that somebody with zero business experience can really take on something and make something of themselves. So great video. And here's what I will tell you. You could use those videos to build your business. You don't have to have this great communication skill set. We work from our phone in a great app and we send out videos. And if people ask a question about a product, we send them a video on it, or we get them on a three-way call, or we do coaching calls. So Danielle, I don't know if you can, but I want you, not on this slide. Mel, can you take this slide? Can you talk about the products in the company, please? And then Danielle, when we talk about the people in the company, I want to talk about one of the things that you mentioned the other day is how Mel was helping you like kind of get remotivated and everything. And you're a motivator of people. And let's talk about how sometimes people, struggle. And that's why the community of the team. So Mel, if you can see there, we have all the products here, and you just talk about how people can utilize these products to build their business.
So I want to talk about first, everybody talks about the gel first, but I actually want to talk about Fortress first on this particular night. So I just got back from a cruise, and Fortress is our immune booster. And so when I think about our products, I think about what benefits them. So instead of looking at it, oh, well, I got to get this person on the skincare. What if they buy an amazing skincare product that they've loved forever? They have no desire to change. And I'm trying to talk them into approaching them with the skincare. So when I'm talking to my people, I really say, listen to your friends. What do they need? When I was approached with the gel transformed my life. I have an amazing gel story. I was a caffeine addicted rock star junkie that would drink 5 rock stars a day. And I had weaned them off. And now I'm actually like doing nippers of caffeine right now. I'm like completely off caffeine and I'm this hyper, right? So when you think about our products, think about going from talking to somebody who might trouble with weight. I had gained a lot of weight. I have 9 biological kids. I did really great for a long time. And then I couldn't fix that. So mine was hormones and weight loss. So I had a huge benefit to be approached by the products and had a great product experience. But I never thought about mental support. I never thought about my mind or my gut. And we have the most amazing, I have to say, out of the 3, I probably would pick Somaderm and our Neuravive for brain and gut health, and Fortress. If I'm going to talk to anybody, weight management's great, but if you get those hormones, sometimes the weight will come off anyways. So sometimes you have to really ask a couple different questions. Skincare is amazing. We have a phenomenal skincare that we get to customize and take a quiz. I actually called one of the girls to ask me to find the quiz the other day because I couldn't find it. So I was like, even me, using my phone, reaching out to so many people, that is the benefit of not just the products, but think about the products. And when I want somebody to talk real serious science, I don't talk serious science. I talk this product, my story, 2 minutes, if you have a product story, or maybe you learn mine or Paul's or Danielle's and you share ours until you have a product story. And then I turn around and send them a video and say, if this doesn't answer your questions, let me know. I'll find the answer for you. And I love that about this particular company and our products, because we're not like anything else. So
wow, great job. Better than I could have done it. So, and you see, we all kind of contribute something here, right? Let me tell you that Mel's theory is correct, and it of giving people the options of what's important to them, not what's important to you. Just because you love one product doesn't mean your potential customer or your other distributor is going to like it. What we're in the business of doing is not forcing things down people's throats. You can't motivate somebody that doesn't want to be motivated. What we do is find out what their problem is. So if somebody's telling me, I lost my keys again, I don't know where the hell I put my keys, I'm late, for an appointment, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I'm not going to try to sell them Somaderm. I'm going to point them right to NeuroV, which is our brain support product. So just start thinking about solving people's problems instead of just trying to solve your own problem. And many people's problem is they want to be on here for a paycheck and they want to grow their business. Great. But the way you grow your business is by solving other people's problems. Sometimes the other guy's problem is, hey, I need money. Great. But they still should realize that there's real products making things happen here that people are going to want to be on. And we'll show you some of the before and afters coming up. So let's actually do that right now. Who wants to do before and afters and talk about some of these pictures here? Who would like to do that for me? Charmaine? Well, Danielle, you got the next slide coming up.
Sure. I'll do it, Paul.
Oh, okay,
Charmaine.
Diane.
Go ahead, Charmaine.
Okay, so because of these products, you can actually look at real live pictures. So if you take the middle of the top, you'll see Judy. She had, as she was younger, she had that kind of cherub, chubby face, and she actually having,
which she was not crazy about having, by the way.
Right. And I'm glad that people had before and after pictures. I hadn't taken mine. And look at her. It wasn't that she had made any major changes because of surgery or anything. And like Paul has said in the past, it's when your hormones are balanced, right? There's actually a change in how your body reacts, similar to what Peg's results are. If you look at the bottom left, Peg over a 4-year period, right? She took pictures, and I know Paul has said something about look at her face, it does look as though she had some surgery. But if you look at Peg today, that bottom right picture, and even today, it's amazing how changes will occur. I'm 65, and while I didn't take pictures, I can also tell in myself. So looking at Peg, it's like, okay, if you don't have to have any major surgery, you don't have to like suck in your cheeks to look better, and there's a product that is homeopathic that will help you get to a point where you're happy about how you feel and how you look, wouldn't it be something that you would want to take? And then I should say apply. We don't take it, we apply it. And then look at Danielle. She's a coach, a trainer.
She's on this call right now. Peg's on the call.
Yes, she had some major challenges in her life. And she had applied the gel. There's some other products that we have, and look at her now. I mean, I just love listening to her. I love how she's, she has taken what could have destroyed other people, right? And gotten to the point with the help of products, and also with other people here supporting her, to a point where now she is like a major field leader, a major coach, and I just love her. And everyone here that we work alongside, right? We have a different type of results. We have different type of experiences. And like Mel had said, there's a product for everyone, and it's the results that really make the difference. So find the product that you want to start with first, and then mirror, have a companion product, and then a third product. So there you go, Paul, back to you.
And we're all using stuff, guys. We're all using stuff. Nobody goes to the supermarket and walks out with nothing. Go into your medicine cabinet, go into your closet. There's plenty of stuff. I go to my garage. I got tools that I don't even know why I bought. I use them at like half a time. I happen to be a tool junkie. So first of all, I want to thank Mel. Now, I don't want Mel to intimidate you. Yeah, she's a pro. She knows how to handle herself. But Charmaine just did an amazing job, right? Charmaine is really just starting to feel herself into this business. So the way to become a Mel is to start like a Charmaine and then and Charmaine, you did an amazing job, but it's not something that you've done a lot of, right? And so now I know as a leader that I can rely on Charmaine to deliver a clear, concise message. Why? Because she listens to it and she's just engaged. There's not a call that she's not on. There's not a training that she doesn't participate in, and she's growing and developing herself as a leader, like Mel did, and I did so many years ago. So it sounds polished and professional. It's only because we've done it more. That's it, right, Mel? I mean, really, it's just because we've done it enough. You're probably sick of hearing us. So now I want to talk about somebody that I admire. Not because what she's accomplished in the business, or what I really admire about Danielle is who she has become as a person. And you're going to leave here by working with these people just a better person, on top of income, on top of, you can't say that people haven't gotten better or become better people. So Danielle, I want you to talk about that, like how Mel kind of helped you through a little thing last week, but yet you were on stage in our Orlando event helping tons of people in the audience. I wish I had that picture up. I got that picture. I should really put your stage picture up there. But let's talk about that, how we support each other.
Sure. The level of support, let me first say this, the level of support that I have experienced in this company is unmatched. And I say that from having experience in business. I have a couple other businesses that I've been running. I do personal training. I have a gymnastics training center. And so I'm always involved in some type of work. Okay. A lot of people are afraid to take on something else, saying, I can't do it. Let me tell you, the level of support that you receive in this company is unlike any other. For example, this past couple of weeks, it's been like a roller coaster, as we all experience with work, right? There's ups and downs, the energy changes, things are going well, things aren't going as well. And I was just having an off week, actually off couple weeks, to be honest with you, with my New Life business. And because my mindset was focused in a certain direction. Okay. It was my approach towards everything was like my coaching mentality. And I literally just called up Mel and I said, Mel, help me figure this out. Just give me black and white. Tell me what I need to do. And she's like, okay, are you ready to hear this? And I love that she could read me. She was kind enough, but she was very direct. And she said, listen, this is what you need to do. Boom, boom, boom. How else can I help you? We've got this. Where else are you going to get that? And if you do get that, you're paying how much to get that, So she's just unbelievable. I can contact Melanie. I can contact anybody any time of the day, and you have that support.
Yeah.
It's unreal. It's really unreal. So to me, you really can't fail at this unless you don't want to win. If you don't want it, then you don't want it. But if there's any part of you that wants, and you should actually see what I see in this company and this product to me, it changed my life. It changed my life, not only physically, mentally, emotionally, but also financially. Every way possible. So I'm passionate about this and getting this in the hands of everybody I possibly can. My long-term goal is actually to step out of coaching and do this long-term, but it's a process. It's a process, right? But I have a support team in order to get me there. And I know that anybody who's going to decide to come into this company and do this with us, they will have this same exact thing.
That we guarantee. We can't guarantee you success, but we'll guarantee you that we're going to work as hard with you as you're willing to work on yourself. And by the way, somebody like Danielle, who's a leader and a great speaker and a great motivator, sometimes I sometimes need motivation myself, right? I can't, I love to go to the gym, whatever, but I love working out with a personal trainer. I do better. I lift more. I push myself more by getting pushed, by having that trainer really just changes the game for me, right? So find out what you need to make your success happen. right? Don't be motivated by your job because you're afraid your boss is going to fire you. That's one type of motivation. But another type of motivation is that paternal motivation. Like, who are you doing this for? Yourself, your family, your kids, that kind of thing. But Danielle, amazing job. I won't talk about some of our other countries. I'm going to stick this to the US right now. So I'm going to do the tough part. This is where this is where the rubber meets the road. Guys, nothing's free. You could get started in this business for as little as $199 or $1,089. If you spend $1,089, what you're getting is more product to have on hand, because when someone comes to see me and they want to get started right away, I have it and I could get them started right away. They sign up, they get a bottle, and I'll say, look, when your bottle comes in the mail from the company, let's get back together again from some training. I'll take one of your bottles back and we can get you started tonight right away. Right? If I have one bottle, you get in for $199. I need you to use the product. I need you to have an experience with the product. Or if you don't want the product and you have a loved one or a spouse use the product, have your product experience. Mel talked about a 2-minute story about a product or a 2-minute story about the business. That's all you need. A 2-minute story telling someone where you came from and why you're doing this and why you want them to meet us. If you're thinking about this business and you invited someone to this call, that's the purpose of this call. The purpose of this call is so that when you invite people to take a look, this is what they see. It's just not you out of the trunk of your car, selling some stuff. That's not what we do. So also, if you could afford it, try 1 or 2 products. See what works for you. Get your customers to try 1 or 2. Let me just put this real simple. I have multiple businesses too with Danielle. Just buying a computer or a laptop or something is more expensive to buy that for your business than one of these product packs. What do you think it's going to cost you to run a business? You don't need an office. You don't need employees. You don't need to pay insurance. You don't need to do any of that. So this is your business. This is your rent. This is your employee base. This is your company. If you started a donut shop and you have no donuts in the window, you don't have a donut shop, but you're spending $100,000 setting up that donut shop. This is an opportunity literally for pennies, relatively speaking, to be in business. But you could buy the biggest kit we have here. If you don't engage and start inviting and have other people take a look, you got nobody to hand those products to. So understand that this is a system. And if you follow the system and work together with all the tools we provide, you got the best chance of success. So that being said, I want to talk a little bit about how we earn. There's 5 different ways we earn. Now, this may seem a little complex or complicated in the beginning, but I tell people the best way to decipher how much money you're making is breakdown of your check when we get paid every single Friday. I have been with this company since the first day, and every single Friday I get paid. My first check was $27. My next check was $117. And then you guys can figure out a little bit about me and realize that my checks are a hell of a lot bigger than that on a weekly basis, an annual basis. So 5 ways to earn. 1 is retail commissions. Everybody gets a free website. You direct people to go to the website and say, hey, you want to learn about the product? Go to my website, click on it, you could buy. All right. You get a retail commission for that, as much as $45 a bottle, no less than $25 a bottle, and you never touch the product. It gets shipped from the company directly to the person. They take the credit card, they handle the shipping, and if they want to return it, they get a 60-day money-back guarantee. All our products are set up for a 30-day supply. They have 60 days to return it to get 100% of their money back. There is 0 risk to these products, 0 risk. So if anybody says, well, what if I don't like it? Then return it. Return an empty bottle and get your money back. Next thing is a first order bonus. If you bring someone into the business and they buy one of those packages, right, you can make up to $120 just for them enrolling in your business. That gets you motivated to be able to say, hey, if I want to make money right away, like day one, I enroll people into my business who want to be in the business with me, or I sell product to customers, and then I'm going to get paid on that following week when that commission is justified. That's how you can make money instantly. So if you say, Paul, how can I make myself $200-300 right away? I'll show you how. The next thing is team commissions. All these people that are coming in the business, and you hear about, spillover, and you hear about it. So if people show up in your business because the people above you are continuing to grow, right? Or you're putting people in the business. All of these people are buying product, selling product, getting paid commissions on it. That volume is going up through your organization. You get paid team commissions on that volume. So depending whether you put the person there or not, there's a calculation that occurs based on a percentage, and then you get paid on that percentage. So that's the third way we get paid. The fourth way is many people on this call have qualified for something called a coaching bonus. And a coaching bonus is this simple. When you achieve certain ranks, and our ranks have just gotten even easier to achieve, you get a coaching bonus by, if you bring someone in the business, you get an FOB, a first order bonus. But when that person brings someone in the business and you've achieved a rank in the business, you're going to get a coaching bonus. You're going to get paid for helping them bring somebody in the business. Keeps you motivated. So there is a financial reason for everyone on this call to be on this call if we help you bring people in. The last one is what I need you to talk about, and this is what Peg's going to end it, is the matching bonus. Matching bonus is when people talk about legacy income, recurring income. Well, let me tell you how it works. Matching bonus allows you to receive a percentage of the check of people who come in under you on your team, as much as 15% and as little as 5%. And that happens on all the levels. You see the people in there, 3 and then 5 and then whatever. Okay, what happens is your top level, you receive 15%. Your next level, you receive 10 and then 5 and 5 and 5. If you stick with it and you focus not on your money, but the money your teams make, your people make, that gets them more committed to their business. That gets them more committed to you. And therefore, you're going to receive that matching bonus. So here's the secret to this business. Okay. It's not being a slick salesman. The secret to this business is focus on your team's checks, and you'll never have to worry about your own. It could take you a year. It could take you 6 years. It could take you 3 years. But you're not laying out money every week. You're not taking, it's how fast you want to build a business. That's really what it amounts to. Are you going to talk to one person every day, one person every week, or one person every hour? I've been on the phone. Charmaine will tell you, I did a call with her. I probably did about 17 calls today. Some were for new people having questions about the business. Some were people that were struggling with the business and need a little bit of coaching. Some people had some issues or problems, and that's what I do with my day, talking to those people and supporting them. So that is how you build a business, by really working on the people that you bring in. You don't bring them in and abandon them. You bring them in and you work them and help them grow. And there's other ways. There's momentum bonuses and there's promotions and contests. We just ended the contest to go to Costa Rica, and many people on this call have qualified for a free all expenses trip paid to Costa Rica, over and above what you're doing anyway. But it gives you that little extra motivation to make one more call or talk to one more person, because you know you could wind up getting an all expense trip paid to Costa Rica. All right. And then there's always customer retention programs, email campaigns, and everything else. So I'm going to let Peg close this call, because I think this is probably one of the most important slides, because if you don't have a desire, look, the reason is important, is more important than the thing. If you want a Ferrari, then why do you want a Ferrari? If you want a big new $2 million house, why do you want it? I want to have my family together. I want to have a place my family can gather. I just want, the reason is more important than the thing. And if you focus on that, you'll be successful. Peg, tell us a little bit about why people do this and what keeps them in it.
Well, thanks, Paul. This slide, I love this slide because there's something that it will certainly appeal to everyone, but I want you to think about too, the impact. There's been a lot said on this call about inspiring others and growth and impact. And there's not many places that you can have the amount of impact that you can have here. And have the mentorship that Danielle has talked about and that Melanie has talked about, the mentorship that we get to take part in, and it impacts us, and then to be able to turn around and inspire other people. So, these slides, for me, the top left one, the gentleman with his family, that for me is a really big thing. Time with family and being able to enjoy it. And I want to be that grandma. I'm older than some of the people on this call, but I want to be that grandma who's running on the beach, not grandma who's being visited somewhere that
In the nursing home, sure.
that she's stuck there. And I want to be also the grandma who's able to be generous and get trips. And I want my grandkids to be like, look at grandma did this, right? And not someone who's having to ask to borrow money. That's terrifying to me. So I think for a lot of people that, as you get older, you start feeling, how long am I going to live? Is the money going to last till the end of my life and the end of my kids' life? And so the other pictures here, the homes, the picture with the cash in the jars, are you working towards an MBA, a massive bank account? If that's what your goal
I like
is.
that.
Yeah, that's John Melton. The pictures, the pictures of the travel and freedom. And when I say freedom, I mean actually control over my own life. Those are the biggest things for me right now at this stage in my life. And the trips that we get, that Paul mentioned, the trip to Costa Rica that's coming up, I'm so excited about that. Last year I did earn the trip to Maui, got to take my daughter, got to meet so many people on this call there. And it was truly the trip of a lifetime. Taking my daughter up in a helicopter over Molokai was breathtaking, and to see the big smile on my 30-year-old hard to impress daughter's face, that was a trip. So take a look at this, whether your goals are to make enough money to make things comfortable, to pay a college loan, to pay a car payment, or if you've got big dreams. If you really want to make a big impact in the world, and I know there are people on this call that really want to make a big impact and are making a big impact. So if you're watching this and someone invited you to this call, someone invited you to listen to the replay, it's because they saw something in you and they're excited for your future and wanted to include you in something that they feel is very, very special.
Guys, listen. The average human being right now is alive into probably their 80s, right? But how long are you dead for? You're dead forever. Now is the time to do something. You don't have a better opportunity out there, in my personal opinion, because you have the support to do it. Right, maybe you're not crazy about the products, you don't learn about them yet, or you didn't have a product experience, or you don't understand the comp plan. We all went through that. But you have the best chance possible to do it with this team. And I'm very, very proud of all of you. You did an amazing, amazing job tonight. And imagine if they were doing that job for you every single day to help you grow your business, because they're willing to do it. And so am I. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to stop our recording now, and we're going to let some people ask some questions. And I want to gush over my people a little bit more. Good night, everybody.